Welcome to the second session of the sheet 1 tutorial part. To start with, in the last session we have discussion on RC circuit, RC free response circuit. In today's session we will be discussing about RL free response circuit. Coming to the problem number 5, we are having an RL circuit. We don't have any power source in the circuit. For the given circuit, the terminal voltage V of t is not the terminal voltage, the voltage across the inductor. You can say the voltage across the inductor V of t is equal to 120 e power minus 50 t volts, I of t is equal to 30 e power minus 50 t amperes for t greater than 0. We need to evaluate the L value and the R value. The given parameters are voltage and current, voltage across the inductor and current flowing through the circuit, but we need to evaluate L and R. Determine the time constant, we need to calculate L and R, then we need to calculate time constant, calculate the initial energy in the inductor and also the amount of initial energy dissipated in 10 milliseconds. These things we need to evaluate. Coming to the solution, this is the circuit which has been given. Simply tau is equal to, how to calculate this tau? The first parameter we need to, before going into the L and R, let us calculate this time constant. If we check the circuit here, he has given 120 e power minus 50 t. So the normal format is V is equal to V E max e power or V naught e power t by tau, t by tau. So simply what we can write, tau is equal to 1 by 50. What is the equation? Actual equation V is equal to 120 e power minus t by tau, minus t by tau. Tau value will be, if you are bringing this 50 denominator in denominator, tau value will be 1 by 50. So tau is equal to 1 by 50. We know that for a RL free response circuit, for a RL circuit, the tau value, RLC series circuit, the tau value is L by R. So simply we can write it as 1 by 50 is equal to L by R. R is equal to 50 L. The next thing is, we know the sum of the voltages in a closed circuit is equal to 0. So VR plus VL is equal to 0. VL is the voltage across the inductor, or V plus voltage across this plus voltage across this is equal to 0. Simply if you are sending the voltage across the resistance to the other side, it will become negative. So minus VR is equal to L di by dt. For this circuit, actually the expression is L di by dt plus VR is equal to 0. L di by dt plus VR is equal to 0, or we can write it as, or we know that the voltage across this is also equal to voltage across this, opposite to this. So minus V, we know V already given. What is that value? V is given as 120 e power minus 50 t by tau. Substitute the value 120 e power minus 50 by 50 t is equal to L di by dt 30 e power minus 50 t. Where do we got this I? I is given in the question. 30 e power minus 50 t. Substitute that value, you will get e power minus 50 t, e power minus 50 t will get cancelled. You will get minus 120 is equal to minus 1500. How we got this? D by dt 30 e power minus 50 t. Differentiation of e power x is equal to e power x, and differentiation of x, you will get this value, 30 e power minus 50 t e power minus 50 t. So minus 50 30, you will get minus 1500, and here you will get just simple simplification. From this we can write it as L is equal to 0.08, or you can write it as 80 millihenries. 80 millihenries. And we also know R is equal to 50 L. Substitute the value of L here, you will get R is equal to 4 ohms. With this we have evaluated L value and R value, and also tau value is also has been evaluated. Tau is equal to L by R, which is equal to 1 by 50. 1 by 50 is equal to 20 into 10 power minus 3 seconds, which is equal to 20 milliseconds. The next parameter is, we need to evaluate the initial energy in the inductor. Initial energy in the inductor means energy at time t is equal to 0. Energy at time t is equal to 0 is equal to, we know energy is equal to half L I square, but I should be at the instant of t is equal to 0. At I at the instant of t is equal to 0 means I e power 0 means I e power 0. E power 0 will become 1. So I is equal to 30. Simply substitute I is equal to 30 here. 1 half L value is from here 0.80 millihenries or 0.08. I value at 0 point at t is equal to 0 is 30. Substitute 30 square, you will get 36 joules. You will get 36 joules. Next, now we need to evaluate the energy at an instant of tau is equal to t seconds. Is that the same given in the question? If we go to the question, what amount of initial energy is dissipated in 10 seconds? Total energy dissipated in 10 seconds we need to evaluate. So we know half L I naught, this is the initial value, and product of this minor into 1 will give this initial current, sorry, initial energy and the final energy. Final energy value tau t value is what? 10 seconds. So in place of t, simply you can write W1 minus W2. Here you can write W1 minus W2. W1 is the initial value, sorry, yes, initial value, and the W2 is the second value, final value at energy value at 10 milliseconds. So as we know, half L I naught is constant from the initial term and the final term. If you can write it as 1 minus e power minus 2t by tau. And here you can write it as, substitute the value of t is equal to 10 milliseconds. I naught we know 30 square, and L value we know 80 millihenries. In place of t we are going to write 10 into 10 power minus 3, and tau is equal to 20 into 10 power minus 3, which has been evaluated. When you substitute, you will get 22.75 joules. This forms your first problem related to the RL circuit. Coming to the next problem, find the value of the R for which the steady state energy stored in the inductor will be 1 joule. Is it the same problem? Find the value of R for which the steady state energy stored in the inductor will be 1 joule. It means under stable condition. Steady state inductor will be under stable condition. What we will be doing? We need to calculate this R. It means we need to convert this circuit in this format. How can we convert? How are we doing this? Across this we are shifting VThevenin across this. We need to calculate this R, right? So what we will be doing, we will represent this whole circuit with single voltage source and with single resistance. So what we can do, we can write it as, VTH. Let us calculate this VTH. VTH is equal to voltage across this. Voltage across this will be equal to how much? Voltage is divided here, right? Under steady state condition, what happens? It gets shorted. Is it right? If you check this circuit, VThevenin is equal to voltage across this open circuit voltage across this. When you remove this, whatever voltage is there, that will be your VThevenin. So V voltage across AT is equal to total voltage into same resistance where we are applying divided by total resistance 80 plus 40. You will get R Thevenin is equal to R plus, we got the voltage here. Now let us calculate R Thevenin. For calculation of R Thevenin across this inductor. R Thevenin across this inductor will be what? Have you understood? Let me explain it again. We are representing this whole circuit with reference to the RL circuit, right? It means when we want to represent this whole circuit under steady state operation, see the question. Find the value of R for which the steady state energy stored in the inductor. Steady state. Under steady state, what happens? It will get shorted. This terminal will get shorted. When this terminal gets shorted, what we will do? Across this we will represent, assuming that this has a load, let us represent this whole circuit. When we are represent this whole circuit, voltage across this will be, it means this should be open. When this is open, voltage across this should be equal to voltage across this. Voltage across this should be equal to voltage across this. Voltage across this is equal to, by voltage division method, we will be getting it as V80 is equal to voltage across this terminal will be equal to total is equal to this. In this closed circuit, by voltage division, total voltage into same resistance divided by total resistance, 80 by 40, we will get 40 volts. Now R Thevenin, from here the total R Thevenin will be R plus 40 into 80 by 40 plus 80. These two are parallel and this is in series. So R Thevenin will be 40 R plus 80 by 3 you will get. Under steady state we want. Under steady state I is equal to I naught is equal to I infinity under steady state. So V Thevenin by R Thevenin under short circuit, which is equal to 40 by 80 by 3 plus R, 40 by 80 by 3 plus R. Next, this is the current flowing in the circuit. This is the current flowing in the circuit. Is it right? When we connect this will be the current flowing here when we short circuit it. Now, what we have evaluated, what has been given? It has been given that energy stored, we need to find the value of R for which the energy stored in the inductor will be 1 joule. To calculate energy, we want I. So I has been evaluated here, value of the current has been evaluated here under this inductor. Under this inductor, value of the current has been evaluated, which is equal to 40 by 80 by 3 plus R, and the energy is given by half Li square. Substitute the value of the I, what we have evaluated, then half into 2 into, it is 2 Henries. 2 Henries means 2 into L value has been given as 2 Henries. 2 into I value 40 by R plus 80 by 3 the whole square, which is equal to 1. This is given in the question. The energy stored under steady state should be equal to 1, for which value of R this will be equal to 1. This is the question. So from this we can write as 2 get cancelled, 40 by R plus 80 by 3 is equal to 1. We will get, so from here R is equal to 40 minus 80 by 3, 13.33 ohms. Simply this is simple mathematics. The hint is given in the question. The question is very small, but the hint is given here. Energy stored in the inductor is equal to 1. Energy stored in the inductor is half Li square. Half Li square is equal to 1. Half Li square is equal to 1. We know the value of L, we don't know I. So to evaluate I, we have utilized the Thevenin's theorem. I, where is I? I is here. So current flowing in this. So with respect to this inductor, this complete circuit, with respect to this inductor, this complete circuit is represented in Thevenin's form. With this we have completed the problem number 6. Coming to the next question. For the circuit in the figure below, find the I naught for t greater than 0. Here we are having two conditions, before switching and after switching. Before switching and after switching. If we check the switch is initially connected in this form, connected to this circuit. So simply what we can do, before switching, what is the situation, let us identify. Now the circuit given is I naught for t greater than 0. I think this is not the circuit that has been placed in the question for 3 ohms. Yeah, this is the same circuit. At t is equal to 0, this is open. So for now for t less than 0, it means before switching operation, the circuit is in this connection. The circuit is in this form before switching operation. Now what is happening? Current which is coming from here is getting divided here and here. let us calculate the current before switching operation in the inductor. We call that current as I naught, for which to calculate this I naught we need to calculate current I here. I is equal to V, Ohm's law, V divided by this complete resistance, which is equal to 24 divided by 3 plus 4 plus here, this will get short circuited, so this will not be considered. 8 is parallel to 4, so 3 plus parallel combination of 4 and 8, you will get 3 plus 4 into 8 by 4 plus 8, you will get it as I is equal to 4.235. Then I naught is equal to, calculate this current by current division method, we want this current, so I naught is equal to current division, total current entering into product into the resistance which is in the opposite branch 4 ohms divided by total resistance 4 plus 8. This will be your current I naught. Current division, what is the current division? If you want to find out the current in this branch, then total current into opposite resistance divided by the total resistance. If you want current in this branch, then it will be total current into opposite resistance 8 ohms divided by the total resistance. You will get it as 1.411. This is the current I naught before switching operation. Now for the circuit t greater than 0, what will be the which has a free RL circuit? Does it has free RL circuit? Check the circuit. If I am closing the switch, see, if I am opening this switch, will there be any current here? Any power supply? No power supply. It is a free RL circuit. Before going into this, now what we want for t greater than 0, we can write it as, we have free RL circuit, don't go for this, the free RL circuit will be like this. How? Now when the switch is open, the circuit will change to this form. Check here. When the switch is open, it means this complete parameter, these complete elements will be removed. Only these elements will be available when the switch is open. So the final circuit after switching operation will be like this: inductor, resistance, and this resistance. Now under this condition, t I naught current flowing through this I naught will be equal to I naught e power minus t by tau. It means I naught has been already calculated, we need to calculate tau. So tau is, for a RL free circuit, tau value is equal to L by R. Substitute L is equal to 4 and divided by R value is the total resistance across this inductance. 4 plus 8, both are in series, 4 and 8 resistances are in series, hence it will be 4 by 12, which is equal to 1 by 3 seconds. Just substitute the value in this, you will get I naught of t is equal to 1.411 e power minus 3 t by tau. Tau is 1 by 3, it will become 3 t. With this we have completed problem number 7. Coming to the next problem, in the circuit given below, find I naught. We need to calculate I naught, V naught. Where is V naught? V naught is the resistance V naught is the voltage across this resistance, and then current flowing in the inductor. These things we need to evaluate. Now these things you need to evaluate. If we check the circuit, the hint I am giving how to do this is an homework problem. You need to first draw the circuit before switching operation. It means before switching operation, this is open, the circuit will be in this format. Only this part is existing and this short circuit is not there. Under this condition, what is the current here you need to evaluate. Under this condition, what is the current you need to evaluate. Okay, and then after this, for calculation of I, we need to evaluate the tau when this is short circuited. When this is short circuited, this will get removed. This will be shorted. This will be shorted. Is it right? This complete thing will be shorted. This complete thing will be shorted. It means this will be removed. When this is shorted, 3 and 6 will be in parallel. 3 and 6 will be in parallel means it will become 2. For 2 and 2, what is the current flowing here, that we need to evaluate. And this is the hint I have given. Just follow before switching operation and after switching operation, then the situation, you will get the solution for this problem. This is an assignment. We are having from the first unit, we are having 2 assignments. First assignment, 2 questions in the assignment session of chapter 1. First assignment is, we need to evaluate the current I0 here. And then you need to solve this problem number 8. With this, we have concluded this session. If you are having any questions, you can ask me. Thank you.